I'd like to take a moment to thank our longtime channel sponsor, ProCampTech. I've been using ProCampTech products for years and know that when I need it, I have a dependable, weatherproof way to get my fires started quickly and easily. ProCampTech fire tinders are non-toxic, eco-friendly, and don't lose potency over time. They are simple to use and ultralight to pack, saving precious space in your kits. Check out the link below to grab any of their fire starting products, including Ultimate Fire Tinder, Fast Fire Stick, fire plugs, or their fire strip roll. If you want the most reliable, weatherproof fire tinder on the market, go prepared with ProCampTech.
Hey everyone, Ben back from Living Survival, and today we're going to take a look at this guy. Awesome fridge, freezer for your car, your RV, your boat. We're at the park today. We're going to grill up some food in a minute. I got the grill heating up over here. Let's go through the details of this cooler, and I think you're going to agree, pretty dang cool. So this is the Setpower R45D. It's a 45 quart fridge freezer. Definitely a must if you're going to take any kind of road trips, maybe overlanding or van life, or in your RV or in your boat. It's worked awesome for me. I've had it for a few months now. I've done a bunch of different tests on it. Right now we're at 39 degrees, so I'm using it just in its refrigerator mode for things like, you know, cold drinks. It's dual zone, so you can set one side to a freezer and one side to a refrigerator. We'll look at that in a moment. One of the really cool things about this is that it has a removable top, which is also swappable, which a lot of them don't, which is really cool. So when I'm in the car, whether I have it on the left or the right side, I can swap the lid to make it easy to get things in and out. So right here on the picnic table, you can see my lid is sort of on the wrong side. So you basically just open it up, and there's little grooves that the top slides into, and we can just flop it over to the other side just like that, and now I have easy access from this side. So that's really cool right off the bat. It's really durable, really sturdy. On the inside here you can see there is an LED light that turns on when you open it, so if you're reaching in here at night you can definitely see the contents. It's nice and deep, and again it has dual zones, so it has one for fridge, one for freezer, and you can turn it into just a refrigerator like I have it now. So there's different adjustments on the side. We'll look at that in a moment. I had it hooked up in the car to my solar panels that I laid out on the roof. What's cool about that is with my little portable solar generator, I can keep this thing running pretty much indefinitely if I have bright sun. It's a cloudy day today, so I was getting fluctuations in between 10 watts in up to 50 watts in. On its max cool mode, this thing draws maybe about 65 watts or so. When it's not hooked up to a battery pack, it's going to function just like a cooler. So as long as you have cool items inside, you know, the insulation of the unit will keep it fairly cool. But, you know, I can bring the portable power bank that I have it hooked up to right now on the picnic table. We're in a shaded area here, so no sunlight, but I'm running off my my solar generator, and with that, even as small as it is, I can run this thing for like 4 days. So like I ran it in the house, temperatures of about 75 degrees on the outside. 4 days I was able to use this battery bank, which is pretty small. I mean, if you had a larger one, you could definitely extend that life out. But what I found is when it reaches its cool point, you can switch it over to eco mode, and this thing draws like less than 2 watts. So it kicks on for you know, a minute, pumps it up to about 50-60 watts, depending on if you have it on the max or the eco mode, and then once it, you know, cools down a little bit more, it goes back into that you know, kind of a standby mode, and you're only drawing like 2 watts. So again, you can run this thing forever. It does come with an AC adapter, so you can hook it into AC. I have it hooked into DC right now. I just have it hooked into the just the side port here on my my little battery bank here. We can see that it's drawing 1 watt right now. So it's at its coolest temperature that I have it set at, 39 degrees for the fridge, and it's only drawing 1 watt, 2 watt right now. So when it kicks on, it will draw a little bit more, but you can leave that thing in standby for quite a while, which is really cool. Control panel is super simple. You have 2 different zones here that you can set it at. Since I'm just running it in fridge mode, just the one is going to illuminate, and you can switch it between max mode, which is on right now, down to eco mode. So I can pop that down to eco mode. You just have a power on and off here. You do have a lot of adjustability in your temperature. I believe it goes up to like 50 degrees, and then it goes all the way down below 0, I believe. Now another really cool thing about this is to get it into dual zone mode, you put the partition in. When you pop the partition in, the second zone becomes active, so that's going to be your freezer zone, your fridge zone. I can leave this about 40 just by changing the up and down buttons here, and if I wanted to turn this into fridge mode, I could pop it down to like 4 degrees. Real similar to how you have your fridge freezer set up at home. Now obviously it's going to run for a while to get that freezer down to temp, but with all the ways you can power it from AC to DC, you can run it off the DC in your car, RV, or boat. And of course I just have it hooked up to a power generator right now, so you know, it wouldn't take long at all. I can pop it on max mode. It wouldn't take long at all to get that freezer section down to be able to keep things frozen. On the inside, again, here's the partition, so this becomes the freezer side. I've just got my shrimp marinating there, some pineapple down in there, and got some drinks on this side. Again, right now I'm only using it in fridge mode, so I don't need the partition. And to make the unit know that I just want to put it in fridge mode, I can pop that partition out. Or you could set both zones to like 40 degrees and it would operate that way if you wanted to leave the partition in. But there's really no reason to if you're just using it as a fridge. Again, if you want to use it as a freezer, you can slide this partition in, and it gives you the dual zone capability on the control panel. On the inside here, you can see you have a little shelf. Of course, the compressor's underneath that, but you have plenty of room to store a ton of drinks, different beverages, fruits, vegetables. And then on this side, you have a basket that is removable. That would be the freezer section. Right now, again, it's just running in fridge mode, and there is a drain plug below this removable basket. So if I were to pop this out, there is a drain plug down there in case you were to spill something inside the unit. You would be able to drain that out. The unit itself is really durable. You can definitely sit on this, no problem. The kids sit on it all the time. It does have built-in handles on the side. They're the same on both sides. They do come out about halfway, and it gives you a little bit of an awkward lifting. When you're lifting it, you have to be a little bit wider than if they flipped all the way around. I do kind of wish they flipped all the way around. It would be easier to carry this thing from place to place. So that would probably be about my only con on this unit, is I do wish these handles flipped up a little bit more. However, I don't move this much. If I weren't doing this video, it wouldn't be sitting right here. It'd be sitting up at the car. Of course, if you had it in a boat or an RV, it's just gonna pretty much stay in the same place, and then you can have it hooked into your solar and pretty much run this thing indefinitely. Where the power plugs in, which is the same side as the control panel, you have 2 vents, one on either side, and I've run this thing for hours and hours and hours, and I don't feel it build up any heat whatsoever. It actually blows cool air out once the cooler is down to temperature, but you still would want to be careful not to block those vents. So now that I've had it open for a little while doing this video, I'm up to 41 degrees. I like to keep it about 40. So my battery bank here did kick on. We're drawing about 48 watts right now, and that'll go down to 40 in no time. Of course, I'm not bringing any energy in, so I am going to bring it back up to the car and hook it back up to my solar panels, because that's where the sun is. But again, super efficient. I have no issues whatsoever with it being efficient and doing exactly what it's intended to do. Really, really nice unit. I think it probably contends with all the others out there. I did look at a few other units that just didn't seem as durable, just didn't seem as nice feature-wise, with the reversible lid and just the nice box form factor. It slides into the back of the car really nicely and easily. Really, really happy with this unit overall. So awesome cooler, and of course links will be below where you guys can check out more details, as well as their other sizes and other units that they have. This is a new unit for them. Couldn't be more happy with it. It's definitely a sweet unit. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video today. Give it a big thumbs up for me. Leave me that comment in the comment section and let me know what you guys think. Please feel free to share this video with any of your friends or family on your social media. And if you haven't already done so, please consider clicking that subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified of new videos.